119 years ago, the biggest strength contest in the world was held right here at the Royal Albert Hall. Well, it's time to bring it back. Yes, Strongman's coming home. One heavy metal concert they've never seen before.
I'm Evan the T-Rex Singleton. I'm 28 years old and I'm from the United States.
Gavin Bilton, 32, South Wales, Caerphilly.
Event 1, Max Axle Clean and Press. I'm really looking forward to this event. I've been training it very, very hard. I'm very confident that if I can get it to my shoulders, I will press it. I'm very, very confident in that. I am looking to hit a minimum of 200 kilograms. It's a number that I put in my head for myself that I know I'm capable of hitting, and hopefully it'll be there on game day.
A max axle press. I think the opener's around about 150, 155. It's a good way to open. I think that's going to split the field quite, people might make, certain jumps, they might not even do the opener. But I'm okay static. Well, actually, I've got to stop saying that. I'm actually very good statically. I plan on smashing 200 kilos. That should sit me quite high within the table. I know the likes of Iron Bibi are going there to break world records, but he's another level when it comes to pressing.
I expect big things from Iron Bibi. Iron Bibi comes to these shows to compete in the full competition, but to really set himself in stone for the max log, max axle, all of those. So I'm expecting big things from him, if not a record. Event 2, Hercules hold. This is going to be a really good event for me. I'm hoping to get top 3 because I've been training it really hard. I work on my grip 3 times a week doing different variations of holds, so I'm really hoping to hit good numbers. I got to test the Hercules hold a week before the Royal Albert Hall and it felt very strong. Fingers crossed for top 3 time, Mark Felix. I mean, when it comes to grip events, he's Michael Jordan. There's nobody that can even touch him. Honestly, going into Hercules hold and Mark Felix is in the roster, we're all just gonna fight for second. It is what it is. And it's to the point now where I would be shocked if he did not make another world record. If he didn't break his previous record this time, I'd be shocked.
Yeah, second one's Hercules hold, which is a good one for me. I think my grip would be quite bad, but it's not. Seeing I've had surgery on my hands quite a few times whilst playing rugby. But the Hercules hold is going to be another good one I'm targeting. You get anywhere close to a minute or over a minute. You're talking, a really good position on that. But seconds can cost you points. They're so crazy. Like 1 second can drop you way out of contention. You've got the likes of Mark Felix. We all know what he is capable of. If you can get anywhere close to him, then you're going to be sat top.
Event 3, deadlift for reps. We're going to be doing this on an axle, so it's going to be harder to grip. Straps are going to be tighter around the waist and around the wrist and implement. And I believe it's 350 kilograms for reps. That's definitely not a weight to shake your head at. That's a very heavy weight, especially once you get to rep 4 or 5. That's a lot of guys are going to be really trying to squeeze them out, especially on an axle. It's just harder to grip overall. I've been really hammering my deadlift personally. I think that every time that I do a deadlift for reps event in a Giants live show, I get 1 more rep than I did previously. So I'm looking to maybe get a personal best, and hopefully I can put a little bit of points on the board. I'm looking to really do that. This one's harder to really pinpoint because deadlift for reps, you got Mark Felix, you have Adam Bishop. Novikov is always surprisingly pretty strong at these. There's no clear-cut winner in deadlift for reps. There's just not. Yeah, it's just a hard thing to call. It really is with this list of guys. It really is. I mean, it makes it more exciting. It makes it more fun to watch as a crowd, as a fan, and honestly as an athlete. We're all, as competitors, we all want to do well, obviously, but we're all excited to see our friends who are our competitors do well in these competitions. So I can promise you everybody backstage is just as much of a fan as the people in the stands.
350 kilo deadlift on an axle bar, which if anyone's ever pulled on a bar that does not bend, or if you've seen the Giants live events before, the way they're set up is it may as well be 400 kilos away it pulls for some reason. It's brutal, but it's going to be, deadlift is what it is. It's a test of just out and out strength, probably the greatest test of overall strength of deadlift. So I plan on doing very well on that. My deadlift at the moment is feeling really good. There's a great number of deadlifters here as well. I think everyone can pull over 400 kilos, so that kind of puts into perspective about what we're dealing with when we get there. You get anywhere close to 10, and you're talking top 3, top 4 maybe. So, but I'm looking to, I got a number in mind that I'm aiming for, but hopefully I'll be sat quite close to the top by then, and I haven't got to worry. Bish's deadlift is amazing. It's like a piston in a car. It's just nothing goes wrong. He controls on the way up and the way down. Keeps everything tight. He keeps the tension in himself. Because sometimes if you see a person deadlift and then just sort of let go, then sort of the bar will bounce. The whole thing will start shifting, and then you got to try and adjust yourself whilst you're wearing a suit, trying to catch your breath. You can't breathe. But that's going to be a tough one. I'm aiming for 10 reps. That's my plan. Otherwise, yeah, it's going to be hard to fight if you don't get anywhere close to double figures. Yeah.
Event 4, the frame carry. I believe this is 20 meters. We're gonna have a 400 kilogram frame to pick up with straps, and we gotta pick it up. We gotta dart across the finish line as fast as possible. Fastest time wins. I'm feeling very confident in this one. If I have an event in this competition, it's gonna be the frame. I like to consider myself very good at moving events, and frame is right there with farmers and yoke, that I will be top 2, if not winning this event. Obviously, Bibby is very surprisingly fast. He doesn't look like it, but he is. Lawrence Chalet is also very good at this. Let's see if he can bring his prime warrior speed to the frame for this. Novikov, now that he's strapped in, he should be able to make a little bit of noise with it. Tom Stoltman, obviously reigning world's strongest man. He should be another one that can't really take your eye off of. In my opinion, everybody's fighting for second. I'm taking first.
Yeah, frame carry, I think it's the 4th event. Just shy of 400 kilos, I think. It's not like a normal frame, because there's a one long bar in the middle. You have to seriously adjust your grip. If you don't, I think a few athletes have made a few mistakes in the past couple of years where it's tilted forward and tilted back, and it's kind of ruined their title run. But yeah, it's really good. My speed on the frame is pretty good. I try and use my weight, if that makes sense, trying just to dominate it. But I'm just I know what's coming, and I'm just gonna target what I'm good at, which is not saying just the static. I steal as many points as I can on the static and the stones at the end, and just go as hard as I possibly can on the moving, because if I keep saying I'm weak at moving, that's just puts blockers in your mind. I'm not weak at moving at all. It's just the other guys are faster than me at the moment. I'm still learning this sport, and every time I go to a competition, I learn something new. Yeah, like 4 years in the sport, and I'm competing against literally the world champion, which is very unheard of. But yeah, I plan on going there to win. That's my whole thought, is going there to win. So attack everything I'm good at, and then just try and limit the damage I'm not so good at. Yeah.
Event 5, Castle Stones. Strongman staple. I mean, if you're going to be a pro strongman, you better be good at stones. This is a very good event for a lot of guys. It wasn't a good event for me for the longest time, but I've really I've sort of fallen into my groove of stones. I've adjusted a couple of little tweaks. I've messed with some equipment that is helping me, like stone sleeves and maneuvering a soft belt and all of that good stuff. So my confidence in the stones has definitely gotten better. So I'm looking to do a pretty respectable run this time, and pretty much every stone run on. If you're going to talk about pro strongman and you're going to talk about stones, everybody's first thought is going to be Tom Stoltman. I mean, if everybody has one event that they're just untouchable at, it's Tom and Stones. King of the Stones, self-proclaimed. But yeah. I guess you can make the argument that he backs it up. Whatever. Yeah, he's untouchable at stones. So that's just another one, in my opinion, where everybody's just going to be fighting for second.
Yeah, final event stones. It's a great way to finish a strongman event. And with the likes of Tom Stoltman, I mean, if he's sat at the top, then you may as well just go home, because I think the only person who can beat Tom Stoltman on stones is Tom Stoltman. Is he the best stone lifter to ever grace this sport? I think he is, and that's not an insult to anyone beforehand. But well, if they get insulted, then so be it. Don't mean to insult anyone, but it's the fact that the weights are so heavy, and he just breezes through them at 20 seconds at the Worlds with a small mistake, which. And then, does he hold the world record for like 16, 17 seconds? I mean, it's incredible to watch him. It seems he can go even faster. I think at last year at the Worlds, when he came third or second, sorry, he did like 19 seconds and said it was slow, which is incredible. What a mindset to have. Like, I'm going to aim for 20 seconds. That's my plan. I did a good stone run today. Even with a little mistake, I got just close to that. On the day, you got to be pumped. Maybe a little bit fatigued as well might slow Tom down. I don't think it will slow Tom down, but it's not just to blow smoke up his arse. You have to appreciate what he does, and I've never seen someone just make something look so easy like that. When I watched him at the World's Strongest Man final, you sat with 1 point over Brian Shaw, and I said straight away, I think it was Luke which I sat next to, I said it's 20 seconds, and literally turned the clock around, it was 20 seconds. I said and he slipped on the first stone, which is incredible. I mean, and one motioned everything, didn't he, right to the end, which is insane. But yeah, I'm going to try and get my bet. That'll be my fastest strongman ever. If I get 20 seconds, I'll be well happy. I'm going out to win, but realistically, I want to go on that podium and just prove a point that I'm actually worthy of these invites, not just because my moustache is so good. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the British lads at the moment. I say it's going to be, also be Tom, me, and Adam Bishop. Yeah. That's it. Tom is on super form, and to win the Worlds the way he did was ridiculous. And the Bishop's in great shape. That's not knocking any other athletes. I'm entitled to my own opinion, like they all are, but I will stick with 3 British athletes on that podium. That's my plan, yeah.
I have to put Tom Stoltman on the podium because he's the reigning world's strongest man. He shows the most improvement. These might not be the best events for Tom, but I can see Tom pushing through. You really can't count out Novikov, especially after World's Strongest Man performance. He's going to be hungry, and he's going to be looking to get a little bit of redemption. And then top of the mountain's me. I mean, were you expecting anything else? Top of the mountain's going to be me. Oh, I don't care who's second and third. They can have it.